Welcome back to SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazelton Standard Speaker. And now here's your weekly sports feature. MMI baseball, how would you describe it?
Wow, it's a tough one. I just think it's grit. You know, we try to grind. You know, like we play a tough schedule, we play tough teams. We just have to keep grinding. We learn when we lose, we celebrate when we win, and do something better, get better at one thing every single day.
We personally know that we're supposed to be there, and nobody else thinks that we're supposed to be there. So we always have that underdog mentality, and we're looking to get a win. We're looking to get the job done. I think that'll always be our position. I mean, we're one of the smaller schools in the state. Private school, we have almost everything against us in the eyes of everybody else, so we're always going to have that kind of mentality.
Sports are unpredictable, but heading into the 2021 MMI Prep baseball season, there was one thing you could count on.
The seniors are going out and giving everything we have every day, whether it's practice or game. Like I said, we're ready to go and die for this team. And like I said, it's our goal to go win a state championship, and no matter what that takes, I'm ready to walk away with nothing left. So.
The team knew their three senior captains, Kevin McNulty, Marcus Danchison, and Colin Williams, could help them hang with anybody.
It's so fun watching these guys. You know that the work that they've put in, like I said, I've watched them since 7th grade. I knew what they were capable of then, and just to watch them grow into what they've become. Yeah, I'm soaking up every second that I can too, watching these guys play. Because it's going to be sad when it ends. I'm happy for them that they're moving on to, being adults and the rest of their lives. These high school baseball's as good as it gets.
Speaking of as good as it gets, check out these stats posted by the Preppers' hard-hitting senior trio.
I think this year has been one of my best years in baseball, just in general. Like in terms of being stronger, like bigger, for more extra base hits and stuff like that. And I think that just in general, the top couple of guys have really been able to drive in runs. And I think we're almost expected to do that at this point. And I think that's the biggest compliment in the world, is being expected to drive in runs when there's guys on base. So
MMI's formula for success was pretty simple in theory. Strike early, put up some runs, and let Danchison work his magic on the mound.
Kind of seeing the way they play us when I'm on the mound, seeing other teams throw their number ones, and kind of changing the way they play and going to more small ball. That's the biggest compliment to me.
The three seniors had a lot of confidence, but if they were going to make school history, they couldn't do it alone.
I think everybody knows those three seniors, Marcus, Kevin, and Colin. They are our core. They're our leaders. They've put the team on their shoulders, and they're capable of doing that, and they've done it well. But then we have a nice group of juniors too. Carson Valkuski's really stepped up. He's been a real nice addition to the school and to the team. Jake Magula, David Castro, Chance Hiley, they're all playing well. And then we've had two freshmen really step up and earn their spot in our lineup. Corey Nolasco, Andrew Burns, they're holding their own. They're proving that they deserve to be out there with the team and helping lead us to where we want to go.
In his first year at MMI, junior Carson Valkuski made some history of his own. It takes a pretty good swing to hit one out at MMI's baseball field that opened in 2011. In 2021, Valkuski became the first MMI player to hit a home run at their home field.
It was against Weatherly, and I was up the bat. I hit off my bat, and I knew it felt great off the bat, but I knew it had the distance, and it just kept going, and looked like it might have gone foul. And I think everybody just went, how I remember it, everybody went quiet in the crowd, and then it just hit off you could hear the ping off the foul pole, and it felt amazing. Our masks were still on, but I can tell my smile was ear to ear, and I was just so happy.
MMI is surrounded by bigger schools with big talent in Division III of the Wyoming Valley Conference. 3 of the 7 teams in that division won district championships this season.
Since we're only a 1A school, we didn't lose a non-conference game the whole year. But I think playing the conference schedule that we did and beating some of those 4A, bigger school teams, I think it did earn us some respect across the area.
Once we kind of got into this playoff run towards the end of the season, we went on this good winning streak, and it was evident that once we beat like the big teams, kind of like Sem, and we had a good game against Wyoming area as well, that the bench was kind of getting into it and knowing, hey, we're a really good team and we got a shot at this. And so even for them to realize and keep feeding us energy, it's like the circle of life. Everybody's pumping each other up.
MMI won 5 of their last 6 regular season games, heading into the District 2 Single A Championship against Susquehanna. They rolled to the school's 3rd district championship with an 11-1 victory. They now had a chance to make history. MMI never won a state playoff baseball game, and now the 2021 Preppers were leading Greenwood 6-0 after 3.5 innings.
I had a big triple in the first round of states. I don't think I've ever ran that fast before in my life. Definitely out of breath in the 90 degrees or whatever it was.
In the bottom of the 4th inning, Danchison was close to 75 pitches. If the Preppers wanted to use him in the next round, they would have to replace him. Plus, he was feeling that 90-degree heat. Head coach Ryan Jastrzemski looked to catcher Kevin McNulty to take over on the mound.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, like I got placed in that big spot. There was 1st and 2nd, 2 down, and you know, just being able to get out of that jam kind of unscathed was nice. That was a very good moment. And then but getting that last ground ball to end the game, and like seeing Colin jump up and catch that ball and land on first base, it was awesome, because you know, now we're immortalized in school history as that first state playoff win.
It's absolutely important. You know, I made a comment the other day about, you know, it used to be a moral victory for MMI just to play 7 innings against somebody. And not only are we doing that now, almost all the time, but you know, we're beating teams that most people say we have no business beating. You know, so yes, you know, you absolutely have to learn to crawl before you walk. You have to learn to walk before you run. You know, I think we're starting to run.
MMI lost a hard-fought game in the state quarterfinals to Juniata Valley. They were disappointed, but the underdogs already had their day. The Preppers faced a tough schedule and came away with some big wins, like topping state 4A runner-up Wyoming area. They won a district championship, and they took a huge step forward for the program by winning a state playoff game. How do you want this area to remember the seniors and this MMI team?
That we gave everything we had. I mean, we were kind of like the underdogs going into the season. We play in one of the hardest conferences in the state of PA, and I don't think anybody can take that away from us. And we went out and proved that we're a good baseball team and we can go out and compete with these guys. And then to be able to come in and, you know, get the job done when we should against these lower schools in the playoff bracket, that's what I want to be remembered for.
I'm gonna miss all the guys. It's been pretty awesome building this program over 4 years and being so involved with the school, and knowing that everybody at the school is kind of watching us, because we've almost kind of been like the staple team for the school these past 4 years.
For SSPTV Sports, I'm Ken Cara.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.